What drives a woman to murder? Greed.
Bye-bye, Jimmy.
Jealousy. Lust. Revenge. Or sadistic pleasure. All of the above. I'm Candice DeLong. Join me for a journey to the dark side as we reveal the Deadly Women Top 10, voted by you in our Killer Countdown. I've come face to face with many killers. It was my job as an FBI profiler. I find female killers intriguing, but there's something about these women that makes them special. It's a hall of shame you won't forget. Starting with number 10. Myra Hindley was once a shy, innocent girl until she was led into the depths of depravity by a man.
Manchester, England, the early 60s. 19-year-old Myra Hindley is a quiet secretary, infatuated with co-worker Ian Brady. Soon, Ian Brady initiates Myra into his dark world. Brady flirts with Nazism and is a sadist. He gets sexual pleasure from the sufferings of others.
She was ready to enter a sexually sadistic, sadomasochistic relationship with Brady. It didn't take much doing.
He could teach her things she couldn't learn anywhere else. And she wanted to learn.
Brady's deepest fantasies will give Myra the ultimate test of her love.
He'd already begun fantasizing about crimes against children and fantasizing about committing the perfect murder. What he needed was someone to help him act that out, and that person was Myra Hindley.
On a cool Friday night, a teenage girl heads to a local dance.
Brady had decided that he wanted to kill. Pauline Reed was their first victim.
16-year-old Pauline Reed knows Myra and her family.
Myra offered to give her a lift and said to her in the vehicle, "By the way, I've lost the glove on the moors. Would you like to come with me and help me look for it?" And that's how they got Pauline to the moor. Without Myra, he would never have become the mass killer that he did.
On the barren hillside, their depraved fantasies are unleashed. Pauline is brutally raped, tortured, and murdered.
Bad parenting has a lot to answer for. Myra Hindley's father was a barroom brawler who beat her constantly. And strange as it may seem, that's exactly what she's looking for in her man. Because of the way she was raised, violence and love became fused, and Myra will do anything for love.
Out on the lonely English moors, Myra has collected another victim. A young boy to satisfy her lover's sexual fantasies. 12-year-old Keith Bennett is one of 4 children Myra and Ian will bury here. Keith's mother is Winnie Johnson.
I'm a mother. It was my first lad, and I've got to find him, no matter what.
Keith's body has never been found.
I've had nightmares, I jump in my sleep. It's getting to me now, because I just can't get him back.
Winnie will never forgive Myra Hindley.
She shouldn't be on this earth. She shouldn't even be in heaven. She should be in bloody hell as far as you can send her.
While Winnie Johnson holds on to her memories, Myra and Ian create their own. Their photos hold a grim secret.
Myra, you ready?
A tiny body lies beneath Myra's feet.
That's a good one, Nettie.
But photos aren't enough. The sadistic couple want to record the sounds of torture and murder. One victim is a 10-year-old girl, Leslie Ann Downey.
And they took her back to Wardlebrook Avenue, where he photographed her.
Shut up! You're not going anywhere!
And recorded her being killed.
Your mother. Stop it! You're gonna make him mad. You wanna make him mad?
Dirty little bastard.
Their next victim, Edward Evans, is invited to his own death
This one's been the messiest one yet.
in their living room.
Evans was 16, 17, and he picked him up in a pub in Manchester.
They also invite Myra's brother-in-law, Dave Smith, thinking he'll join them.
Smith had no idea. He walked into it totally cold, totally unaware, and suddenly found he was involved in the most horrific scene with blood all over the place, a man's head being smashed in.
The killers have taken one risk too many.
Hey?
Afraid for his life, Dave Smith calls the police.
Yes, may I speak to the police?
Edward Evans' body is discovered in Ian and Myra's home, along with a clue that will expose Myra and her lover as sadistic serial killers.
Well done, Constable. Constable, I want everything logged. And I'm looking
A
for
left
anything
luggage
related to
ticket
other people.
leads to a shocking treasure trove.
Listen to this one later.
They kept trophies in suitcases, which were then, after their arrest, found at Manchester Central Station. And in there, of course, was a tape recording of Leslie Ann Downey, and that proved what they'd done.
Did you not hear me the first time when I said to shut your face and listen to what he says?
I want to go home.
The suitcase contains other gruesome souvenirs,
Oh, that poor girl.
gravesite photos. Now, police know where to search.
For over 3 weeks, the police searched the moors. As I arrived, they had just excavated Leslie Ann Downey's body. And there were no such things as body bags in those days. I looked in and saw
Despite their denials, the evidence is overwhelming. In May 1966, Myra Hindley and Ian Brady are jailed for life for 5 horrific murders.
Myra died in custody in 2002. And believe it or not, at least 2 people were sad to see Myra go. A British politician who campaigned to set her free and lost his reputation in the process, and a Catholic nun who planned a breakout with her. Myra Hindley must have had a certain charm. Next, fasten your seatbelt as we take you on a teen road trip turned killing spree. When our countdown continues. Most of us know a teenager who's out of control. It's an age when a girl has the will and strength of an adult, but the reasoning skills of a child. Sometimes that's a toxic combination. The Deadly Woman you voted number 9 has entered American folklore as our most famous case of teen rebellion gone wrong. To this day, people still argue the guilt or innocence of Carol Fugate.
Lincoln, Nebraska, 1958. Carol Fugate is a sullen teen.
How you doing? Come on, give me a hug. Ah, that's it. Oh, baby.
People said that she was a little snip and unevenly tempered.
Go and clean your room. I want you to make your bed now, young lady. I won't say it again.
Who cares if I make my bed?
I do. Now go and clean your room.
What is unusual is her choice of boyfriend. Charlie Starkweather is 19, a loner who worships James Dean. It's a dangerous liaison with a deadly secret. Charlie is an unstable killer. Carol's family is now in danger. The truth about what happens next depends on who you believe.
Charlie got in an argument with Carol's mother, and she said, "We don't want you to ever come back here anymore." He started arguing with her, and she started slapping him around.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Get out of the way! Get out of my house!
According to Charlie, he kills Carol's stepfather, with Carol happily at his side.
And then shot Carol's mother in the side of the face at point-blank range.
Even Carol's baby sister isn't spared. Carol Fugate has a different story. She says she came home from school that day to find her family missing.
Charles told her he and his gang, as he described it, had taken her parents and half-sister hostage, and that they were going to, I believe, rob a bank or something, and that her parents would be released after they accomplished this. So that's how he was able to keep her in the house for this approximately about a week.
For the next 6 days, the couple stay holed up in Carol's house. A simple note keeps the world at bay. Fearing the police, Charlie finally takes Carol out of the house, onto the highway, and into a cross-country murder spree. It will make him more famous than his hero, James Dean, and put Carol in the middle of a mystery. Is she a hostage or a killer?
So why doesn't Carol run for her life? Is she scared? Or is she excited? The fact is, she stays by Charlie's side for the next 6 weeks on a murderous road trip as he kills 5 more people. Their next victims have no idea what they're in for.
In rural Nebraska in the 1950s, it's not unusual to pick up hitchhikers, even when they carry guns.
Hey, I was just wondering if we could get a lift about 5 miles down. We were just doing some hunting about a mile back, and
Charlie Starkweather has just shot the owner of a nearby farm. Victim number 5. Carol Fugate is his hostage. Young sweethearts Bob Jensen and Carol King have made a terrible mistake.
Get out of the car! You too, sweetheart! What he says, honey. Tim, you first! Moving downstairs! Take the car! Take it!
Charlie took Carol King down into the cellar, and he was down there for 15, 20 minutes, something like that. When he came back up, Carol was furious.
What the hell have you been doing?
Because she thought he was having sex with Carol King.
You raped it, didn't you?
What happens next is still in dispute.
I can tell you, lad.
Charlie Starkweather later swears that Carol goes into the cellar alone.
He heard a gunshot from the cellar. Carol came back and told him that Carol King had tried to run, so she had to shoot her.
When her body is found, it has been horribly mutilated.
It was a savage attack on her female anatomy. Usually when we see that, where it is a male and female couple killing people, that's often an indicator that the female partner did that, and she did it out of jealousy.
But is Carol Fugate's hand really on that knife? Is she an accomplice or a terrified hostage?
Carol, 14 years old, she was with a person that she realized was a madman that she had seen was able and willing to kill somebody, literally at the drop of a hat.
It's only when Charlie surrenders to police that she runs to safety.
You kidnapped me. I had nothing to do with killing them people.
By then, there is a trail of 11 dead behind them. Charlie Starkweather pleads guilty and is sentenced to death. He also implicates Carol. Found guilty of first-degree murder, she gets life in prison.
Carol was released on parole in 1976, and she maintains her innocence to this day. She even went as far as taking a lie detector test on national TV. She passed. Was she innocent after all? Or a very good liar? For most of us, lying doesn't come easy. But for number 8 on our killer countdown, lying is as natural as waking up in the morning. Trouble is, each lie must be bigger than the last.
Excited mother-to-be Lisa Montgomery is preparing for a new arrival.
She begins to buy diapers. She begins to buy baby items.
I made some tea. Would you like some?
Oh, no thanks, Nancy. I'm fine.
She tells the town, her husband, her children, everyone around her that she's pregnant.
But what even her husband doesn't realize
How far along are you? I'm in my 3rd trimester.
is this baby won't be coming. Lisa's pregnancy is a lie.
You know, when I was pregnant, I was out here. You know,
She lied through her childhood,
Here's my ultrasound.
through her teen years, through her adult life.
Okay. I didn't mean anything.
And one of the lies she perpetrated most often was, I'm pregnant. Lisa would say, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, but the baby would never come. And then would come another lie. I miscarried.
Lisa had 4 children in her first marriage, but none with new husband Kevin. all because of another big lie.
It was impossible for Lisa Montgomery to have another child.
I hope it's a girl. I really want a sister.
Her tubes were not tied, her tubes were burned, cauterized, which is an irreversible process.
Did you feel that?
Yeah. Lisa Montgomery manipulated this guy to believe that she was pregnant.
After her due date, Lisa's lies will be exposed to the world. But she has a plan. When she befriends Bobby Joe Stinnett online, a terrible idea takes hold.
The one thing she notices about Bobby Joe is that Bobby Joe is pregnant.
I think she looked at it as Bobby Joe would be in an incubator.
It's one of the craziest ideas I've ever heard. How does Lisa possibly think she'll get away with it? But the thing about pathological liars, they take the rest of us for fools. So even the most perverse lie can make sense to them. Coming up, a mother fights for her unborn baby, and more, as we count down your top 10 deadliest women. Our number 8 deadly woman, Lisa Montgomery, has tangled herself in a sticky web of deception. She's told one lie too many. Now the only way to cover it up is to steal another woman's baby, before it's even born. Lisa sets up a meeting with pregnant dog breeder Bobby Joe Stinnett, but it's not a puppy Lisa wants.
Bobby Joe, hi.
Darlene, hi. Come on in.
Wow, you look great. You're about to pop.
Well, like, yeah.
In Skidmore, Missouri, unsuspecting Bobby Joe Stinnett opens the door to a monster.
Well, come on in. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, no, I want to see those dogs, please.
I'll put your bag down and come this way.
Lisa Montgomery looks at the puppy, asks Bobby Joe to bend down, open the cage, pick up the puppy. She took out the rope, put it around her neck, choked her out.
Lisa is ready to steal Bobby Joe's baby.
Bobby Joe woke up. She was just knocked out. Not only is she struggling to keep herself alive, but now she's fighting for her baby.
Bobby Joe dies a violent death. Her killer will now try to deliver her baby by cesarean section. The 4-time mother knew just what to do. She has her baby. One of the first to the crime scene is Sheriff Ben Espy.
There was blood all over the entire room, and it looked like her stomach had exploded. The paramedic hollered at me and said, "You need to get in here. Here is the umbilical cord. It has been cut. There's a baby. You guys need to find a baby."
So the case turns very quickly from a homicide, brutal, graphic homicide, to a missing persons case.
The hunt is on for the missing newborn.
Nancy!
An entire nation is placed on alert.
Meanwhile, Lisa Montgomery, Kevin, her husband, they get up in the morning. They take the baby down to the local diner. They show off the baby. They're just one happy family cruising around town with their new baby.
Well, guys, she's beautiful. Thank you. Go to the nursery.
Lisa's new motherhood won't last long. The plundered body of Bobby Joe Stinnett gives up vital clues.
There was some hair in Bobby Joe's hand, clenched in her fist. And that hair was taken and kept for DNA evidence, which did end up being Lisa Montgomery's hair.
Lisa Montgomery is found guilty of murder and sentenced to death.
Lisa Montgomery is on death row. She appealed her sentence, but it was denied. And sadly, Lisa isn't the only so-called womb raider. Just 2 years ago, a Washington State woman tried the same thing. Fortunately, both mother and baby survived. Number 7 on your list didn't even try to keep her crime a secret. In fact, she bragged about it and took a body part for a souvenir. Krista Pike was a nasty piece of work.
Knoxville, Tennessee, 1994.
Get one of these. It's a job.
The Job Corps provides education and training for teens trying to get their lives started.
The Job Corps was designed for pretty much troubled youth.
What would you like to do? Smoke weed, Joe!
It was the last stop for them.
18-year-old Krista Pike lives on the Job Corps campus, where her studies are taking a back seat.
She began a relationship with a boy by the name of Daryl Shipp. She believed that she really loved him and that he was the love of her life.
Hey, please, please.
Krista believes there is a rival for Daryl's affections.
Colleen Slimmer was also a student at the Job Corps Center. And Krista took a dislike to Colleen. Krista stated that she felt Colleen was trying to take Daryl away from her, but from all other indication that I've found, that was not true.
The truth doesn't matter to Krista Pike. She's already plotting a savage act of revenge. Growing up, Krista had little family stability.
Hey, sweetie, look what I got.
What, Mom?
You want to try some?
I want some.
Okay, okay, you can have some.
Mom was more interested in partying than raising a child.
Okay, you want
Then as she got to be a teenager, Mom wanted to be more of a friend than a mother. And she smoked pot with Krista.
It's more than parenting or drugs that makes Krista dangerous. It's her volatile mental state.
I'm not trying to have a little bit of girl time tonight. I don't want to have girl time. Dumb, you're stupid.
The illness sounds benign, borderline personality disorder, but it means that Krista lives in a world of extremes, a place of all or nothing, of black or white, of love or hate.
Do you know Colleen? Yeah. That bitch, I hate her. Why? 'Cause she's trying to steal to Darryl. I just feel mean today. You know, I could kill someone. Yes, I could. I could kill someone. You don't believe me?
Krista decided that she was going to get rid of the competition, so to speak. So she thought the only way to eliminate the competition was to kill her.
When we return, a twisted night of torture. Plus, 6 more of our baddest babes as voted by you. I've cared for people with mental illness much of my professional life, and there's one ailment that can be pretty scary: borderline personality disorder. It creates incredible mood swings where simple emotions like jealousy can explode into violence, like it did for Krista Pike.
In Knoxville, Tennessee, a brutal crime scene. A teenage girl slashed, murdered, mutilated.
They had carved a pentagram on the victim. And that was actually cut in with probably the box cutter. And that was while she was still alive.
The crime scene attracts the attention of students from the nearby Job Corps campus. Among them, 18-year-old Krista Pike.
Who is it? Who is it?
The symbol carved into Colleen Slemmer's body is also worn around the neck of her killer. It's a sign of Krista's devotion to Satan and her lover to Darryl Shipp. Satanic desires and uncontrollable jealousy will combine in one night of horror. The evening before Colleen Slemmer's body is found, she follows 3 other students into the woods.
I don't think Colleen had any indication that this was going to happen.
Oh, what is
Krista thinks Colleen is moving in on her boyfriend and wants to take revenge. She's brought to Darryl Shipp and Shadola Peterson as backup.
That's right, that's what you deserve.
Krista draws a blade from her jacket.
She called her a lying bitch, and she said that she was going to make sure that she didn't come around to Darryl any longer, and then she began cutting her.
During the next 45 minutes, Colleen will be slashed over 300 times. To Darryl Shipp is happy to join in. He carves the pentagram into Colleen's skin.
I assumed that that was going to be his mark in the kill. He wanted to put his brand on it.
The last thing Colleen Slemmer sees is Krista Pike raising her arm. The death blow crushes Colleen's skull.
A lot of killers will take souvenirs, and they're always something very personal to the victim, but this is the most personal I've ever seen.
What is that?
She took a piece of a skull.
The pentagram carved into Colleen's body leads police to investigate Satanists at the Job Corps. they discover that Krista has been bragging about her crime. All three suspects admit to the attack on Colleen Slemmer. Shadola Peterson receives a 6-year suspended sentence. Daryl Shipp gets life. And Krista Pike is sentenced to death. At 21, she becomes the youngest person on death row in Tennessee.
Krista Pike has been waiting on death row for close to 20 years now, and she's continued her wicked ways. Krista tried to strangle another inmate and was convicted of attempted murder. While Krista's problem was uncontrollable emotion, our next killer, number 6, was quite the opposite. Sarah Macon was cool, calm, and calculating. She was a baby farmer.
Sydney, Australia, 1892. In a working-class suburb, plumber James Mahoney is digging a backyard trench.
He found more than the pipes that he was looking for.
It looks like a bundle of rags. But inside, the tiny body of a dead baby. It's a gruesome mystery. Whose child is it? How did it die? The answers will leave a nation appalled. Life in the 1890s is harsh, especially for someone like 18-year-old domestic servant Amber Murray. Unmarried and pregnant, shunned by society, Amber will be forced to give up her baby.
Having a child out of wedlock was frowned upon. The women who chose to go ahead with the pregnancy rather than have a risky abortion, when the bub was born, they would leave it with people they called baby farmers.
With son Horace just 3 weeks old, heartbroken Amber seeks out experienced midwife Sarah Macon. The 47-year-old has spent her whole life caring for infants. Sarah and her husband John will add the baby to their growing nursery for a fee.
After the initial payment, it's 10 shillings a week.
The vast majority of the baby farmers were good and decent people, midwives who looked after the children on the allowance that the mothers gave them.
Don't you worry about little Horace, he'll be all right.
John is reassuring. It won't be forever. She can visit any time. But Amber has made a tragic mistake. Sarah Macon is more than a midwife and mother. She's a murderer.
For Sarah, it was simple math. Parental payments go much further if you don't have to spend it on the babies. She murders little Horace for an easy profit, burying him in her own backyard. And Horace isn't her first victim. Sarah is making a killing.
7 little bodies came in, 7 little bodies went out the back door into a hole in the ground. It had never been determined if they were buried alive or how they really died.
Once the babies are dead, the Makins collect more payments. To keep one step ahead, they are constantly on the move. Time after time, mothers turn up to visit their children, only to be greeted by unfamiliar faces.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Macon. Would you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Very well.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Macon.
Police finally track the Makins down through tenancy records.
Constable, I'm going to have a look outside.
Those same records reveal they have moved 25 times in 18 years.
And previously, you were living in Barham Street. My understanding is that you are baby farmers, is that correct?
The police excavated in at least 3 of the backyards where the Makins had lived at various times.
Have you ever had any more children under your care?
They found babies ranging from fairly recent burials back to those who were only skeletons, so clearly they had been engaged in this operation for quite some time.
Police may have caught Sarah Macon, but there's a problem.
It was very difficult to get a conviction because the fact that you've got babies buried in your garden doesn't actually prove that you have murdered them.
In the end, Sarah is betrayed by just one of her 14 victims. Amber Murray's little boy, Horace.
In the case that the Makins were convicted for, the baby had been buried only 2 days after having been delivered as an apparently healthy baby, and the woman was able to identify the clothing that the baby was buried in.
Sarah and John Macon are both sentenced to death. John dies on the gallows. Sarah is shown the mercy she never showed her tiny victims. Her death sentence is commuted to life behind bars.
This case really upsets me. Young women forced by society to hand over their illegitimate children only to have them killed for cash. Truly the dark ages. But then money can turn a woman's head, even in these modern times of equality. This Black Widow's bedroom behavior takes her to number 5 with a bullet. And more to come as we count down to number 1. Many deadly women I've encountered have a troubled past, abusive parents, or traumas in their formative years that scar them for life. Others have no excuse. Women like our number 5, Betty Lou Beats. Betty Lou knew she could get a man to do whatever she wanted, and when that wasn't enough, she just got another one.
Gun Barrel City, Texas, 1982. Jimmy Don Beats unwinds after a hard day working at the fire department.
Jimmy Don Bates was a wonderful man. He was loved by so many people.
I'm Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
Nice to meet you, Betty. Just an old country boy that everybody had a lot of respect for.
Also at the bar, a lively waitress named Betty Lou Barker. Betty Lou takes a shine to the laid-back Texan.
He thought she was really a lot of fun and a very cute person. And so he married her after knowing her for about 6 months.
But Betty Lou's sassy charm is just a mask. Jimmy Don Beats is being quietly stalked by a black widow. He's her 5th husband in 10 years.
He had been divorced for a few months, and he was looking towards an early retirement and didn't want to be retired and alone.
Early in the marriage, Betty Lou has a special request. She wants a wishing well built in the front yard.
How long is this well gonna take, Jimmy?
Black guy, woman. Be done when it's done.
Her devoted husband is happy to help.
He showed such love for her, and she was so sweet to him.
That sweet nature is all a facade.
Betty Lou was capable of showing people her good face, the people that mattered to her. She would smile at them, make them feel good about themselves. Who would suspect anybody that nice of murder?
Make a wish.
Jimmy Don Beats is in serious danger.
Damn, woman.
He has just dug his own grave.
Statistically speaking, when women kill, it's more likely to be their partner. But Betty Lou Beats is a sociopath. She treated men like checkbooks, and they never saw her coming.
Betty Lou Beats is a lady with many secrets. Her last husband, Doyle Wayne Barker, hasn't been seen for a year. Because he's buried in Betty Lou's backyard.
She told her daughter that she really wanted to get rid of him. And so the daughter said, well, divorce him. And she said, and then I'd lose the trailer, and winter's coming. Well, I would be out here in the cold.
You know what, Shirley? I'm gonna kill Wayne.
And so she tried to get her daughter to help her bury Wayne Barker.
Betty's daughter, Shirley, is shocked. But her mother is a strong woman. Betty Lou will do the dirty work. Her daughter just has to help clean up. Within a year, Betty Lou has a new husband and a new reason to kill.
With a husband, if he had money, she could get it by murder him, then she would murder him.
Well, go on. Make a wish.
Oh, making a wish.
6 months into their marriage, Jimmy Don goes missing.
I received a call that morning that Jimmy Don had apparently drowned in an accident out at Cedar Creek Lake.
His fishing boat is found drifting on the lake, empty. While the search goes on for days, no body is found. All that remains is an air of suspicion.
They found it very strange that Jimmy Don turned up missing in the first place because he was a very careful boater. He didn't take any chances.
Betty didn't act normally for a grieving widow.
She made the statement, if they don't find Jimmy Don, when can I expect to begin receiving benefits? For me, it was like just kind of aghast that she would even ask something like this. This is only the 3rd day that we've been out there.
Is it gonna be big enough, Jimmy?
It'll be big enough.
Jimmy Don Beats is not at the bottom of the lake.
It's gonna be beautiful. You wait. When it's finished,
After 4 days building Betty's wishing well, he falls into bed, exhausted. The Black Widow moves in for the kill.
Bye-bye, Jimmy.
This time, Betty's son Bobby is tangled in her deadly web.
Go, Bobby.
She has her well,
Go there, Jimmy.
and now she has her wish. A husband buried beneath it.
Bye-bye, Jimmy.
2 years pass. Jimmy Don's disappearance is still a mystery. Then Betty Lou finds a new man and jokes about having buried her own husband. Betty Lou's new boyfriend also has loose lips. Detective Rick Rose pays Betty Lou Beats a visit. Underneath the wishing well, he finds a body. It's missing fire captain Jimmy Don Beats. Out back, another surprise. The body of Doyle Wayne Barker. The trial jury finds Betty Lou guilty of 2 murders.
At her trial, Betty Lou's disdain for her husbands poured out of her. It was revealed she shot her second husband after an argument and tried to run over husband number 3. Fortunately, they both lived to tell the tale. We're moving closer to our number 1 spot. But first, the girl next door is not what she seems.
That's it, Rosie.
Neighborhood Watch is a great community program that I believe in. We all need to be vigilant, but there are limits to what you can do. Deadly women, like our number 4, can keep their crimes hidden for decades. Rosemary West seemed like the woman next door, until the world discovered she was the devil incarnate.
A quiet street in Gloucester, England. Behind closed doors, something wicked is taking place.
The most gratuitous act of violence you can imagine. Unimaginable evil.
17-year-old Caroline Roberts is captive to a husband and wife who delight in torture. Beaten and raped for 12 hours, Caroline thinks it's her time to die.
The night that they had me, it was at Rose's hand that I nearly died. She's the one that smothered me. Never be the same once you've been in there and gone through that.
Caroline is one of the only survivors of a shocking 20-year killing spree. 12 young women raped, tortured, mutilated. Most of them buried under a house of horrors. 25 Cromwell Street, the home of Rose and Fred West.
Rosemary had been picked up at a bus stop by Frederick West when she was 15 years old. And it was as if it was a magnetic force. One recognized in the other that one was a victim and the other was a manipulator, and vice versa.
Sex will come to dominate the lives of the Wests. But the pleasures of an ordinary marriage are not enough for them.
Frederick West had no problem with sharing Rose. He did it for many years with many different people. The sexualization of Rosemary West was something that became addictive, an addictive aspect of her personality, which in turn was egged on, made even more incendiary by West.
The Wests need a new sexual thrill. They comb the countryside,
Who's that up ahead?
hunting for hitchhikers, and find Caroline Roberts.
Why don't you hop in? We'll give you a lift.
No, it's no trouble. No, come on, jump in the back.
All right, hop in.
Caroline's split-second decision will change her life forever.
12 hours of being sexually assaulted, beaten, and raped finally. In the end, I was expecting to die.
Hearing someone outside, she sees her chance to escape.
I could feel myself going, and I just thought, let me die. I was being smothered, and I just thought, let me die.
But something stops the Wests from killing. Caroline is allowed to leave.
I always thought that Caroline was incredibly lucky. I think the only way I would explain it to myself now is that it was the dry run, if you like.
The Wests are convicted of indecent assault over the attack on Caroline Roberts. But they're only given a small fine and allowed to walk free. The next girls taken prisoner by the Wests will not be shown such mercy.
Killer couples feed off each other in an escalating cycle, and it's usually the man who drives it. But in this case, Rosemary is in control. And what's more, she'll remain above suspicion for 20 years.
The secret other life of Rose and Fred is spent stalking the English countryside,
Nice short skirt.
looking for young female victims. By 1978, 8 of these women will be buried under the West's house. Before they're killed, the captives of the Wests are sexually tortured for days. Fred's sadistic desires are only eclipsed by his wife's.
Rosemary West would be involved in sexual activity day in, day out, non-stop, in every sort of depraved form that you can imagine. But Frederick West would like to think he was of that ilk, but he wasn't. Eventually, she became more insatiable than he was.
Rose and Fred will even kill their own flesh and blood.
It's only getting worse. I don't know what to do.
1987. Daughter Heather is caught telling some of her parents' secrets.
You have had your last warning.
I didn't tell anything. We can't trust you anymore. I promise I don't trust you anymore.
Just like the 11 women who have gone before her, Heather will be killed. In 1994, the West children are placed with social services after allegations of sexual abuse. A chilling family secret is revealed.
If you're good or if not so, you'll be under the patio.
The young children who'd been taken away started to tell the family joke about where's Heather to the people who were looking after. Where's Heather? And, oh, well, she's in the garden. She's either 2 down or 3 across, you know, under the pavings, which were all square pavings like a crossword.
When police dig at the West's house, they're sickened by what they find. Mutilated skeletons with missing bones.
Where were the kneecaps? Where were the finger bones? Where were the little bits of the toes? And I've always been certain that Fred extracted them while the victims were alive to make them immobile.
The Wests are arrested. Within days, Fred admits to 9 murders. Fred escapes trial by committing suicide. Accused of 10 murders, Rose pleads innocent.
Luckily, the jury didn't buy it, and Rosemary West was imprisoned for life. She was only the second British woman to get a life sentence. The other was Myra Hindley, your number 10. Police pinned 12 murders on the West, but believe they might have killed as many as 30. Their house of horrors has been demolished. Next, something more wicked this way comes. Cutthroat killers and teenage rampage.
I hate them all.
As we move in on our deadly woman, number 1.
You're gonna get this!
In the business world, women often hit the notorious glass ceiling as they vie for position in the boys' club. Perhaps corporations can take a page from the criminal playbook, where some of the greatest gangsters of all time were, you guessed it, women. The woman you voted number 3 in our killer countdown is Griselda Blanco, Miami's cocaine queen. She didn't break the glass ceiling. Griselda shot it out.
Doing business with an outlaw can have hidden costs.
If you owed her money and you couldn't pay her, you didn't want to pay her, she would kill you. If she owed you money for drugs and she didn't feel like paying you, she'd have you killed. She just didn't care.
The secret of Griselda's success is a total disregard for human life. Over 100 people are murdered by her hand or her order.
Hey, DeLong, come here. How did you go? Okay. Don't mess with me. How did you go?
For every killing carried out by her assassins, she demands gruesome proof.
There you go! You did good. Very good.
She had to prove her stature. She had to prove her ruthlessness.
But Griselda does the most personal killings herself.
What are you talking about, Griselda?
She gained the nickname of the Black Widow because she had some of her husbands killed when either they disagreed with her or wouldn't do things she wanted. It was not a wise decision to be married to Griselda Blanco.
Griselda Blanco's violent rise to the top of the drug world begins at the very bottom.
She started in Colombia. She came from a very poor family, had a very rough childhood, was prostituted over there.
¿Entendiste, señorita? ¿Le haces caso?
Raised in a slum, she's treated as a commodity to be bought and sold.
No, no quiero. Váyase, por favor.
Age 16, she uses forged documents to escape to the United States.
I've seen it happen again and again. The victim becomes the victimizer. In the drug world, violence is power, and Griselda was Violence Incorporated.
Griselda orders murders as readily as other businesses order stationery. But one killing will shock even hardened cops. It begins when Griselda puts out a contract on one of her own hitmen, Chucho Castro.
Once they determined where Chucho had been living, they surveilled the house. They saw his car leave the garage of his home one day. They decided to follow it.
But the killers don't know that Chucho is not alone.
They did not see the fact that in the front seat of the car next to the driver was his son.
The van pulls alongside of them. They slide the door of the van open, and they start machine gunning the car.
Incredibly, the bullets miss Chucho. His son, Johnny, is not so lucky.
Once he escaped, realized his son had been killed. He drove back home. Really didn't know what to do. He couldn't call the police because he was wanted himself. Took the baby back home. Put ice in a bathtub. Put the baby in the bathtub to preserve him. Spent the night crying with this baby.
Meanwhile, the hitman Rivi fears he could pay for the mistake with his own life.
Do not bring me bad news. It was very close. No close, no close. What's the matter with you? You missed. You're stupid.
Look at the little son. It was an accident.
You got the boy. See. You got the little chiquito. See. This is fantastic.
Even a cold assassin like Rivi is shocked by Griselda's reaction.
You shot the little boy.
But in the mid-1980s, Griselda's empire comes crashing down.
Hey, Chucho!
Her hitman Rivi is arrested and decides to testify against her. It looks like the godmother is headed for death row. But Rivi is deemed an unreliable witness, and the woman linked to dozens of murders takes a plea bargain in return for just 20 years in prison.
There is no one that deserves to be on death row more than Griselda Blanco. The fact that our case fell apart because of witness problems, to this day, enrages me.
Believe it or not, Griselda Blanco was released in 2004 and deported to Colombia. But in her dog-eat-dog world, this was no happy homecoming. 3 of her 4 sons had already been assassinated by rival gangsters. And Griselda will be looking over her shoulder forever. And then there were 2. Who will be your deadliest woman?
Swear to God, I'm gonna do something bad.
When I was young, there was John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. Today's teens worship vampires and werewolves. It's mostly harmless fantasy, but for some, it can be a door into adolescent darkness. JR, under Canadian law, we can't reveal her name, is your number 2 killer because she started to behave like the undead.
2006. the town of Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. On a quiet suburban street, a 6-year-old comes looking for his best friend. But there will be no play today.
It was a bloodbath in that basement.
A husband and wife lie dead, their bodies covered in stab wounds. Upstairs, their son, just 8 years old, is also dead. But that little boy has a sister.
One of the officers noticed a family portrait sitting on a side table. When he took a look at it, there were 4 people, so there was a girl missing.
Police think the 12-year-old daughter has been kidnapped by the killer. No one can guess the truth, because the truth is unbelievable. Just hours after the murders, police searched the missing girl's school locker. Inside, a drawing that chills the blood.
It was a stick drawing, but it was very dark, and it was basically a stick figure lighting a family on fire and running off to her boyfriend's truck. She went from missing person or kidnap victim to murder suspect immediately. JR was a typical ordinary Catholic schoolgirl. Teachers said she was quite a diligent worker and, by all accounts, just a very typical, unassuming girl.
Until she discovers a dark side.
She started becoming interested in the goth movement. I think she was really drawn to their darkness, the artistic nature of their makeup and their dress. While her friends were obeying the Catholic school dress code, she was more interested in chains and shorter skirts and fishnet stockings, what she'd seen other kids at the mall wearing.
So disappointed. You know you're not supposed to wear that at school.
But this is more than fashion.
Wait.
It's a match made in hell. At 23, he's nearly twice her age. Abusing drugs. Totally immersed in the macabre Gothic subculture.
He even went so far as to tell his friends he believed he was a 300-year-old werewolf and that he carried a vial of blood around his neck.
Where the hell have you been?
None of your business.
It is my business.
The relationship was secret for a very long time, but once it was revealed to her parents, it drove an even bigger wedge between them. Basically, it started a war within the house.
It's a war that will claim 3 innocent lives.
Teenagers are brewing with intense and often conflicting emotions. On one hand, they want to be different, to stand out from the crowd. But they also want to be accepted by their peers. A subculture gives them both. As for their families, well, they just get in the way.
When JR's parents intervene, her affair and her anger move online.
JR's message said, I hate them, so I have this plan. It begins with me killing them, and it ends with me living with you. His favorite movie was Natural Born Killers. The scenario within that movie's opening moments is a young man murdering his girlfriend's parents to give her freedom.
You know, go there with a knife and just kill them, you know? Just stab them. Kill them.
In the dead of night, JR's mother hears a noise in the basement. This suburban mom doesn't stand a chance. JR's father launches his own attack. Upstairs,
Go to bed.
JR holds her terrified brother.
Cover your ears. Don't listen.
When her boyfriend appears, she knows her wish has been granted. Her parents are dead. They are free to be together. But there's no place in their new world for an 8-year-old boy.
It's a crime too horrible to even imagine. He died for nothing. They basically reasoned that he had to go too because he was too sensitive and it would be wrong to leave him without parents. I mean, it's unthinkable.
The young couple's freedom doesn't last long. They are under arrest. JR's boyfriend is now serving a life sentence for murder. Found guilty of 3 counts of murder, she receives the maximum juvenile sentence, 10 years.
In prison, JR is a straight A student. She's preparing for college and will be a free woman by 2016, when she'll be just 22. Under Canadian law, she can start a new life without the burden of her murderous past. Next, Deadly Women's #1 killer is revealed.
The pain that she endured can be compared to the pain that Christ endured. But he went in a day.
Who can top the bad girls we've seen so far? This woman has a special place in our Hall of Shame because she did the unthinkable. Not just a crime against a vulnerable child, something worse. In the mid-1960s, she turned children into weapons. Gertrude Banishevsky is the Pied Piper of evil, and she's your #1 bad girl.
No.
Paula! Mama? That you?
Yeah, it's me.
Gertrude Banishevsky is living on the edge.
This afternoon. Johnny? Hey, Ma. Where you been? I
ain't been nowhere. You better behave yourself.
The one-time beauty is worn down by poverty and parenthood.
Gertrude was 37 years old and had this house full of kids.
Where you girls going now?
Just out, you know.
She had some child support, which was not a lot in those days. She had 7 children in the house of her own, and there was at least that many or twice that many floating in and out of the house on an almost daily basis.
One of the many visitors is 16-year-old Sylvia Likens.
Do you live around here?
No, they gotta stay here tonight.
What do you mean they're staying
They
here
got nowhere
tonight?
else to go.
Pretty Sylvia and her sister, polio victim Jenny, are the daughters of carnival workers.
Well, up in your room, caller.
Come on,
all of you. Hey.
Hey, I'm looking for my daughters.
When her father Lester meets Gertrude, he makes a fateful proposition.
There they are now. Hey, girls.
Well, come on in.
He asked Mrs. Banaszewski if she would board the girls for him while they went out on the carnival circuit.
Now we got plenty of room here.
She said yeah, and negotiated a price of $20 a week.
With 9 children now in her care, Gertrude is under immense pressure.
It's not here. I looked after you two girls for nothing. Now get up here.
When Lester's payment doesn't turn up, she erupts, punishing the girls for their father's failure.
Now bend over.
But this is not just anger about the money.
You bitch!
Gertrude enjoys it.
You ready now, Jenny?
No, Jenny.
Bend over.
For Sylvia, it's just the beginning.
I'm not finished with you yet.
From now on, Gertrude will find any excuse to lash out at the defenseless girl.
Now stand up. Take your chairs.
Gertrude didn't have any of the things that young Sylvia had. Sylvia was pretty and she was clean, she was a virgin. I think Gertrude was jealous.
Jealous and cruel,
You're a dirty little slut.
Gertrude will recruit innocent
You
children
stay down here till you learn your lesson. Shut up.
in a sadistic vendetta against Sylvia Likens.
The pain that she endured on a daily basis, I think, can be compared to the pain that Christ endured when he was crucified. But he went in a day.
In the 60s, it was acceptable to give your kids a smack, or worse. Times have changed. Spanking a child is now illegal in many countries because we know the line can blur between discipline and abuse. In Gertrude's case, it was all about abuse. We know that because she enlisted innocent children to do her dirty work.
Gertrude cruelly manipulates her own children, turning them into willing torturers.
The mother sends out a message, in this case, Gertrude to her own children. If I can do this to her, then I can do this to you.
Worse is yet to come.
Hold it down. Goddamn little slut. You burned my daughters. Now I'm gonna burn you. Harley!
When Sylvia is accused of spreading rumors,
You see this? You gonna get
Gertrude's sadism finds new extremes.
With a sewing needle, drawing blood, she started the lettering, which was carved on Sylvia's abdomen.
Keep still! Pin her down, Johnny Coroner!
I'm a prostitute and proud of it.
Get up! Come on! Get up! Now sit down!
The beatings are leaving Sylvia weak, her body wasting away.
We're gonna write a letter to Mr.
So Gertrude
and Mrs.
makes a
Likens.
desperate plan to cover up her crimes.
Right to Mr. and Mrs. Likens.
Gertrude started getting her to write notes.
I went off with a gang.
And the theme was that
Of boys.
Sylvia went with a gang of boys, and they asked what they wanted, and they got what they wanted, and then they beat me up, and blah, 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 and then they brought me back here.
Come on, Sylvia, right, goddammit! I don't want to see you again.
At some point, she lost the will to live.
After Sylvia died, someone in that house must have decided enough is enough. The police got an anonymous tip.
Indianapolis police confront horror in a house full of children.
She's gone.
The girl is emaciated, covered in bruises and burns.
Cigarettes had been put out on her body. 100 of them.
What the hell's this? Oh, God.
Gertrude rallied the troops, that being her children and the neighborhood children, and told them what to say when the cops got there.
This time, Jenny Likens won't obey.
I need to know what the hell has gone on here.
Get me out of here and I'll tell you everything.
She couldn't save her sister, but she can help catch her killer. Gertrude Banaszewski is found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison.
Did Gertrude have a mental illness like schizophrenia? Apparently not. She was tested by prison psychiatrists and found to be perfectly sane. She had no excuses. And that's our killer countdown. Till next time, stay safe.